Hi guys, I'd like to welcome you to another episode of Rambling of an Analyst. Uh, so, full disclosure, I think yesterday I called it different names. I had many different versions of what I was going to call it. And I was thinking to myself, you know what? Just keep it simple. Just name it Rambling of an Analyst, and I'm going to do it on a daily basis. So, today's episode is going to be a bit not live or recorded. And one of the reasons why is that I still have not figured out how to put slides at the same time give a presentation live. So every time, if you notice, every time when I have slides, I always record the YouTube episodes. And every time when you see me live, it's just, no slides. It's just a full just picture of myself outside the house. I guess I digress. But in today's episode, we're going to talk a little bit about iSinar, and we're going to look at some data with regards to iSinar, and finally we're going to look at how it may impact the stock market and how it may also impact your portfolio, right? So just a quick broad overview. The government in the tabling of the budget, there was some talk about allowing some people which has been impacted with this pandemic to be able to withdraw some of the EPF money, right? Initially, it was 2 million, and right now, I think they have increased it to about 8 million. So amongst all of the press releases which happened, it dawned to me, if our Malaysian population is about 32 million people, reflected by the Department of Statistics of Malaysia, what will happen to the rest of the Malaysians? So there's 32 million Malaysians, right? So 8 million people are eligible for this EPF thing. What about the rest of the Malaysian? So there is 32 minus 8. I think that'd be 24 odd Malaysians. The questions that has been going through my head is, were they not impacted at all? Are they unemployed? Are they not contributing to EPF? Are they in a gig economy? All of these questions came up in my head. So I just went and did some research. And I just want to kind of share it with you guys. Me being a nerd and everything. So, okay, over here, we can see that amongst the 32 million Malaysians, I looked at the population breakdown, right? So this is a breakdown. It starts from 0 to 4 and it goes up to 100 years old. Okay, so that's interesting information. In Malaysia, there are not many people which are, in the 95 year old to 100-year-old region. Most Malaysians, the oldest they can get is 94 years old. That's relatively interesting. The next thing we can see is, this is quite good information, which is if we look at the older generation, which is between 60 to 90, right? They make a smaller chunk of the Malaysian population, which basically means that Malaysia is a relatively young population. And if we have a young population, we can contribute to the economy. And when we can contribute to the economy in theory should grow, right? So, so I looked at the employable age between 20 to 60, right? And I got this number of 54% for employable Malaysians, whereby if we take 54% and we were to multiply it by 32 million, we'll get 17 million. And out of this 17 million, there were 8 million people which were eligible for this, EPF benefits, So yeah, there's about 9 million Malaysians, some of which may not be impacted, some of which may be in the gig economy, some of which will be maybe in the rural economy where they are maybe farmers and they don't contribute to EPF, and some may be unemployed. So based on that small little information, we just kind of extrapolated, a little story about this. So for me, it's interesting at least. Okay, so another thing which I've done, again, showing how nerdy one can get. I was looking at the information which was published by the EPF website, and some of them were press releases, while others were the financial statements of EPF, but this was as of 2018. Okay, so full disclosure, some of the information may not be updated as of this time of the recording. And also, please look at the current press releases for more updated information. So this table over here was released where EPF decided to only give 2 million Malaysians. Right now, as we know, the EPF withdrawal has already been open to 8 million Malaysians. So things are very dynamic at this point in time. And if you want to get the latest information, please do not get it from this YouTube channel. Maybe just try Google. Google is one of the better sources to get updated information. Okay, with that, and I wanted to see what were their holdings were, right? So over here, this is as of second quarter 2020. We can see that EPF has as much as 38% within the equity market, which will equal to about the 350 billion ringgit within the equity market, right? And if EPF is going to do a payout, most likely it's going to come out from equities. I think the fixed income will be more longer term assets where it's a bit difficult or a bit illiquid to sell. So I think if there may be a sell down, the sell downs will come from this equities, will come down from the equity portion of EPF's investments. So if you look at the EPF equities holdings, this is based on their annual report as of 2018. We can see that I guess a large majority is Bursa Malaysia, followed by Hong Kong, New York, Singapore, so on and so forth. So I guess it's very difficult to say whether there's going to be a sell down in the local market should there be a withdrawal done by their members. One of the reasons why, like I said, in terms of equities, they have holdings in all other countries. In fact, if we ex-Malaysia, is going to be about 54%, I think. So I guess what I'm trying to say is, while EPF may have to, I guess, liquidate some of their holdings, it may not necessarily be Bursa Malaysia. But having said that, there could be a potential risk of a sell down. It's hard to say. There's no information given at this point in time. But with the information which is made public, this is what I have managed to, I guess, extrapolate. So then the last thing, what should one do, knowing that people withdrawing from their EPF account to help with their, I guess, daily lives? So I guess this is my 2 cents. If you are a value investor, you should be happy given that there may be opportunities where there could be an overselling of a particular stock. Should there be any overselling of a particular stock, that will be a great opportunity for us to acquire more quality stock at a cheaper price. So that's my 2 cents on it. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I hope to see you in the next live episode. With that, take care.